Collinwood in the year 1970, where the destruction witnessed by Barnabas Collins and Julia Hoffman in the future seems to be approaching with a relentless stride. Already the ghosts of Tad and Carrie have possessed the bodies of David and Hallie, and they, in their turn, have been able to return Daphne Harridge from the grave. Their assigned task? To bring alive again the dreaded Gerard. But the main concern of Barnabas and Julia for the moment is the protection of Maggie Evans, who on this night is being threatened by a creature with a thirst for blood.
Why am I suddenly so tired? I was wide awake just a moment ago. I mustn't go to sleep. I've got to stay awake.
Maggie! Maggie!
God! You caused it! You caused it!
You're gonna be all right. It's all right. Barnabas told me that you wouldn't be able to help yourself. I know that. Come on. You've got to let us help you. There we go.
Come back. Come back to me. Come back.
Julia. 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 Maggie, what'd that creature do to her? Maggie, answer me.
Nothing.
Come on, wake up.
Oh, Quentin. Oh,
Julia, the vampire was in this room.
Maggie,
Now, it's all right. I got here in time.
you saw who it was?
No. All I saw was a form. Had a hat, cape on. Then I grabbed Maggie, and then it was gone.
I fell asleep.
Julia, you were doing more than just sleeping.
I know, I don't understand what happened. I suddenly felt so sleepy I couldn't keep my eyes open. I hadn't been tired before.
But a vampire has a great many powers.
Yes, many.
We can't afford to leave Maggie here with anyone.
No. Let me go. Let me go.
No, Maggie.
Please.
No, you can't go. Maggie.
I've got to go. They're calling me.
Quentin, get my medical bag, will you,
Calling
please?
me.
Maggie.
Got to
No,
go.
Maggie. No, Maggie.
Why do you stop me?
Maggie,
Don't
I'm going to
stop
give you
me.
a sedative, Maggie.
Got to go.
I've got to give you a sedative.
You've got to let Julia do whatever
You'll
she
feel much,
thinks is
much
best.
better, Maggie.
Please,
Yes.
please let me go.
Maggie.
Please. No.
Now you'll rest. It'll be easier if you rest. Oh, Quentin, if you hadn't come in.
I had to see you.
What? What's happened? Tell me something.
You got a call from Wincliffe.
The children. Something's happened to the children?
It was your head nurse. She wants you to return her call as soon as possible.
this house? Can one more thing happen in it? Why can't we ever find out what causes these things? Maggie? The children? I'm partially to blame for the children, and I know it. I haven't told anyone the truth. I've held Daphne in my arms. Oh, I wonder where she is. Where has she gone?
Well, tell me what happened at Wincliffe.
Well, Hallie and David were fine for a while, and then about an hour ago, the nurse went into David's room and found him lying on top of the bed, and he had an incredibly high fever. And they checked Hallie in her room, and the same thing happened.
Gerard. He's going to make them suffer.
There's seemingly no medical reason, that's true. But we blame Gerard, but none of us have seen him.
But you felt his presence in the house here?
Do you think he's followed the children to Wincliffe?
Obviously. He's not going to let us win, Julia. He's going to even kill the children if he has to. I'm going to go to Wincliffe with you.
No, Barnabas. You've got to stay here and take care of Maggie. If that vampire could cause me to go to sleep, then you are the only one that can keep Maggie safe. Now, I will let you know as soon as I have anything concrete to tell you.
But if it isn't a medical problem, what can you really do?
With any luck at all, I can stop the fever from getting any higher.
Maggie. Maggie, who's doing this to you? Maggie, who?
I don't know what right I have to ask you to help yourself. I'm not very good at helping myself.
Quentin,
Barnabas?
Julia told me everything.
Yes. Well, you certainly have every right to reproach me.
No, I haven't.
Yes. I saw the vampire in this room. I could have at least tried to discover who it was.
You couldn't. Quentin, I want you to go downstairs. Julia's on her way to Wincliffe. She'll let us know if there's any more news. So stay by the phone. I'll stay up here.
You must be exhausted.
We all are, aren't we?
Yes, but you've been searching all night.
Yes, and I made a rather interesting discovery. Rose Cottage.
You've been there?
It's rather an odd reaction, Quentin. You sound as if you knew where it is.
No, it's ridiculous. How could I?
Exactly. Well, you go downstairs. It's the old Magruder place. Carrie calls it Rose Cottage for one reason or another. I followed Carolyn there.
Carolyn? Oh. Well, did you see anyone or anything there?
No. Should I have?
No. No, Rose Cottage. Look, I think I'll go downstairs and wait for Julia's call. Oh, did she say when she was going to call? When do you expect it?
Well, not for a half an hour or so. Why, Quentin? Is there something else that you want to do?
No, of course not.
Oh, Maggie. How often I used to think of you. How I wanted to make you mine. And now I know how much suffering I caused you.
Rose Cottage. Of course. Daphne is there. Daphne? Daphne, now I know you're here. So don't hide from me. Now, I'm not going to leave this house until you come to me. Doc. Oh. May I ask why you disappeared? And why have you come here?
There's nothing for me at Collinwood.
Daphne, I let you go to the children. What happened there? What were you trying to make them do? Willie told me about the pentagram and the candles. What were you getting them to do? Does it have anything to do with why they are now sick? Yes, they are sick, you know. You promised me that you wouldn't hurt them.
I didn't.
Then who did?
Oh, don't ask me that.
Daphne. You tell me the name. Say the name.
Go back to Collinwood, Quentin. Leave here. You'll only make things worse.
How? By being with you? By asking questions?
Please,
No, I
Quentin,
won't leave.
Please.
I am not going to leave until you tell me what's going on. Why have you come here? What are you going to do? Huh. You know, I am very foolish. Also vain. Because I thought that the reason that you had come here was for me. I see that's not true, is it, huh?
Quentin, if they're sick, you must leave. You must let me think.
Think about what? About whom? Daphne, say the name.
About Gerard.
Do you love him? Is that what all this is about? No, I don't believe it. Not when I see the love in your eyes for me.
You see no love.
Why do you keep denying?
Quentin, I can't explain anything. I told you that.
Why? Are you so terrified of Gerard?
Every moment you stay here, Quentin, the worse it is for the children.
Why?
Believe me. Go.
All right. If I believe you, if I leave, eventually, will I find out what's going on around here?
Yes. If you leave me now. But I must think. I must decide what I must do.
Hey, look at me. I'll help you fight Gerard.
Quentin, don't say that here.
Why? Is he here? Do you feel his presence in this room?
Go. Just go before you make things worse. Gerard. Gerard, I sent him away. I'm trying to do what you want me to do. But Gerard, please don't punish the children. Not for what I've done. Oh, Gerard, don't kill them. I'll do anything if you'll just let them live.
Mustn't sleep. I mustn't sleep.
Why? What will happen to you if you sleep? What?
Go away. You're not my doctor. Dr. Whitaker's my doctor. He and Gabriel ride just to see me from the village on their horses.
Who is Gabriel?
I mean, you don't know.
There's so many things I don't know. So many things that you could tell me if you only would, please.
Hey. Go away.
All right. I will go and check on Carrie and see how she is, Tad. You stay here. I'll be back.
We must bring Gerard tonight.
Yes.
Is there anyone else home?
Yes, come on.
Quentin, you must help me.
Well, I think I should be much wiser than that. Helping you doesn't seem to help anyone else
Oh,
anymore.
but you're the only one who can. Quentin, the children will die unless you do.
Can you stop it? How? By changing them back to David and Hallie?
No, you know I can't do that.
Well, what can you do?
Quentin, I can't tell you.
Oh. And you really expect me to help you?
You must. You must take me to Wincliffe.
No, that's impossible.
Quentin, I must be alone with them just for a little while.
Daphne, it is a hospital. There are doctors and nurses there. Julia Hoffman's there. You'll be discovered.
We must take that chance.
No. Julia Hoffman will see you. She'll know who you are.
No, how?
She saw you as a ghost. She'll never let you go. My dear, you are the proof they need. You are the enemy.
Oh, and you would be too, because Julia would know you'd helped me.
Daphne, I'm not thinking about myself. If you are discovered, if they find out that you are alive, I'll never be able to help you again.
Quentin, we must hurry.
No.
All right, then. I'll go by myself. I'm going to save those children's lives, Quentin. With or without you.
I must get candles now.
David, what are you doing up? Now get back into bed. What are you trying to do? What? Tell me! There was a pentagram in your room at Cullenwood with candles. Now, Willie told me. Why? Why? Now, tell me. Tell me. Oh, let me get you back to bed. Here.
What happened?
Well, he collapsed. Look, he drew that.
Pentagram.
Quentin, why are you here? Something happened at Cullenwood.
Oh, no. I was just very worried, that's all, so I came here.
Well, good. You stay here with him. I'll go and check Carrie, Hallie, to see if she's all right. Usually, if one thing happens to one, the same thing happens to the other.
All right.
See if you can find out what's happening.
Quentin.
You're going to be all right. Soon.
I knew you'd come.
It's all right.
It'll make me better.
Yes. Leave us.
No.
Oh, but you must, Quentin.
Julia will be back soon.
Just give us time, Quentin.
To do what? Practice your black magic with the pentagram here?
Quentin, if he lives, if Carrie lives, what difference does it make what we do?
I may have a lot of trouble keeping Julia out of here.
But you'll do it, Quentin. You must. Do you feel well enough to help me?
Are we going to perform the ceremony tonight?
Yes. We must hurry.
But how can we do it without Carrie?
It won't be as easy, but we have to try.
How is she?
Well, the nurse just stopped her from leaving her room. She kept saying she had to go and see Tad.
Was there a pentagram in her room?
No, but when I told her about it, she wasn't surprised. She thought it was funny.
Well, why don't you take me to see her?
Well, I don't think that's a good idea now.
Well, now, you know, come to think of it, I've never questioned her, and I really think I should.
Well, not tonight.
Julia,
Barnabas and you, when you were in 1995, you found David's grave. David died in 1970. Now, I think we've got to find some supernatural means of curing this. What is it?
Nothing. I just thought I heard something, that's all.
That's ridiculous. I told you, David's sound asleep. Now, look, I think we ought to go back to your office and phone Stokes. He may know of some way of battling this supernatural thing.
All right,
It's worth a chance.
Let me just check on David first.
Well, there's no need.
Oh, Quentin, I'm the doctor. Now let me
Julia.
in the door. Quentin, what is wrong with you? I am going into that room.
Now, let him alone, Julia.
Let the earth turn in eternal space until the candle is touched by the light of his star.
Daphne!